Good evening. This is All India Radio and I am VC Pramod with the news at 9. The headlines. BJP says it will fight 2019 general election under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. About 4,000 crore rupee Lakhwar multi-purpose project to come up in Uttarakhand. Centre and 6 Upper Yamuna Basin states sign MOU. ISRO unveils plan of Gaganyaan program to put an Indian in space before 2022. Countrywide raids by police at houses of alleged Nakshal sympathizers in connection with Bhima Koregaon violence in Maharashtra. Maoist ideologue Varavara Rao taken into custody. And India bags 9th Asian gold as Manjeet Singh clinches the yellow medal in the men's 800 meters. PV Sindhu becomes first Indian to win silver in badminton at the Asian Games. BJP today said that the 2019 general election will be fought under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Speaking to media after the meeting of Chief Ministers and Deputy Chief Ministers of BJP and NDA ruled states in New Delhi, Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Raman Singh said there were detailed discussions in the meetings on the upcoming assembly elections in the states and Lok Sabha elections. He informed that implementation of various central schemes were reviewed.
सौभाग्य योजना, प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना, ग्रामीण और शहरी आवास योजना, प्रधानमंत्री उज्ज्वला योजना और इसका राज्यों में क्रियान्वयन जो हो रहा है उसकी गति कैसे बढ़ सकती है। 5 करोड़ से ज्यादा इस उज्ज्वला योजना में गैस सिलेंडर का वितरण, वेलनेस सेंटर और देश और दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी योजना आयुष्मान भारत योजना जिसमें 5 लाख तक के इलाज की व्यवस्था होगी। ये हमारा लक्ष्य रहा है और अलग अलग राज्यों ने इसके क्रियान्वयन के लिए क्या क्या कदम उठाए हैं उसके बारे में चर्चा हुई।
Mr. Singh said welfare of the poor is the focus of the centre as well as the state governments and the schemes brought by the government has impacted people. Replying to a query on the NRC in Assam, Mr. Singh said the party's stand is clear on the issue and illegal infiltration will not be tolerated. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said the government is committed to bringing the last person in the society into the mainstream of development. The Prime Minister was having a video interaction with BJP Mandal chiefs and party workers at Varanasi district and city through the Narendra Modi app from his residence in New Delhi today. Mr. Modi said over 5 crore people came out of poverty in the last 4 years. He said common people can now travel by air through the Udan scheme. He said more toilets were built in the last 4 years than in 67 years after independence. He said, according to the World Health Organization, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan has saved the lives of 3 lakh children in the country. The Prime Minister said the country is moving ahead with scale and speed. The centre today signed a memorandum of understanding with the 6 Upper Yamuna Basin states for the construction of the Lakhwar multi-purpose project worth about 4,000 crore rupees in Uttarakhand. The states are Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Haryana and Delhi. The MOU was inked between Union Minister for Ganga Rejuvenation Nitin Gadkari and Chief Ministers of these states in New Delhi. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Gadkari said, there is no scarcity of water, but there is a need to conserve water properly. He said efforts are being made to provide clean drinking water to people. Our correspondent reports Upper Yamuna refers to the stretch of River Yamuna from its origin to the Okla barrage in Delhi.
The Lakhwar project envisages construction of a 204-meter high concrete dam across River Yamuna in Uttarakhand with a live storage capacity of over 330 million cubic meter. This storage will provide over 78 million cubic meter water for domestic and industrial use in the 6 basin states. It will also irrigate 33,780 hectares of land and generate 300 megawatts of power. The 6 Upper Yamuna Basin states had signed an MOU on 12th May 1994 regarding allocation of surface flow of River Yamuna. With Sheila Anupamish, AIR News Delhi.
The Indian Space Research Organization ISRO today unveiled India's Gaganyaan program for manned space flight before 2022 as announced by Prime Minister on Independence Day. Giving details at a press conference in New Delhi today, ISRO Chairman K. Shivan said under the mission, 3 crew members will be sent to space for 5 to 7 days. He said the mission may be executed 6 months before India completes its 75th Independence Day with the help of GSLV Mk3 launch vehicle.
This Gaganan system for taking 3 astronauts to space for 5 to 7 days, the launch vehicle along with the crew module will be taking the man to the 400 kilometer orbit. The whole thing will happen within 16 minutes that he will reach that orbit. Project we are trying to execute in 40 months, and before the human mission, we will be having the 2 missions without human to ensure that everything is all right. That is unmanned mission that we are going to have in 36 months. The estimated cost is going to be less than 10,000 crores.
Minister of State in the PMO, Jitendra Singh, said the mission is much cheaper in comparison to other manned missions sent to space. The crew will be selected by the Indian Air Force and ISRO jointly, after which they will undergo training for 2 to 3 years. India will be the 4th country after the USA, Russia and China to send humans to space. The Supreme Court today reserved its verdict on a batch of petitions seeking disqualification of lawyers even before their conviction in criminal cases to curb criminalization of politics in the country. A 5-judge constitution bench headed by Chief Justice Deepak Mishra reserved the judgment after the parties, including the Election Commission and the central government, concluded their arguments on the clutch of petitions. The newly elected president of DMK, M.K. Stalin, has asserted that the ideals and the path set by his father, late M. Karunanidhi, should be the guiding light in the future. Accepting the felicitations after being elected unopposed as the party chief in Chennai today, Mr. Stalin said he envisions a new dawn for the party. Our correspondent has filed a report.
A smiling Mr. Stalin stood hours together untiringly and shook hands with every worker. Known to be gentle in his approach, his speech today threw a strong message as he said that the party would be seeing a new Stalin from now on. His elder brother Aligiri, who was expelled by his father for going against the interest of the party in 2014, has been claiming that he had loyalists with him and would hold a rally on September 5th at Chennai to express his discontent at his father's memorial at the Marina Beach. Joy, AIR News, Chennai.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. Police today conducted countrywide raids at houses of alleged Nakshal sympathizers in connection with Bhima Koregaon violence in Maharashtra last April. Civil liberties activist and Maoist ideologue Varavara Rao has been taken into custody by police in Hyderabad in connection with the violence. He was presented in the Nampally court in Hyderabad before moving him on transit warrant. Our Hyderabad correspondent reports the arrest was in continuation of the investigation into a letter found in the laptop of one of the arrested left-wing extremists. The letter allegedly has mention about Varavara Rao in a plot to kill the Prime Minister. Earlier, combined police teams of Maharashtra, Telangana and Chhattisgarh conducted search operations at the houses of Varavara Rao and his relatives. The raids were also conducted on 2 Hyderabad-based journalists and a professor who were close relatives of Varavara Rao. PTI, quoting a police official in Pune, reports that searches were also carried out at the residences of activist Vernon Gonzalez and Arun Ferreira in Mumbai, lawyer Sudha Bhardwaj in Faridabad, and HR activist Gautam Navlakha in Delhi. In Chhattisgarh, flood-like situation is prevailing in many areas due to increase in the water levels of rivers after continuous rains. Chief Minister Raman Singh has instructed all the district collectors to take precautionary measures in view of the situation. The Odisha government today directed collectors of several districts to remain alert, keeping in view of a possible flood in Mahanadi Basin as Hirakud Dam opened 25 gates today. Special Relief Commissioner Vishnupada Sethi informed that the Sambalpur District Administration has been asked to take necessary measures for evacuation of people from low-lying areas, keeping in view the release of excess floodwater through the Hirakud Dam. Congress President Rahul Gandhi reached Kerala on a 2-day visit to the flood-ravaged state. He visited relief camps in Chenganur and Alappuzha and spoke to the affected people. He also visited some camps in Ernakulam district. Speaking at a function at Alappuzha, Mr. Gandhi praised the fishermen who played a key role in rescuing those marooned in floods. In Jammu and Kashmir, 3 army personnel were injured in a massive fire that engulfed an army camp in Machil sector along the line of control in Kupwara district this afternoon. Security forces said the cause of fire could be short circuit that started around 1 p.m. Efforts are underway to bring the fire under control. More details are awaited. In another incident, suspected terrorists shot at a civilian in Lurgam Tral in Pulwama district this afternoon. No terrorist outfit has claimed responsibility for the attack so far. The centre is making all-out efforts to increase the annual income of farmers in Chhattisgarh. Various agricultural schemes initiated by both central and Chhattisgarh governments are largely benefiting the farmers. The State Agriculture Department is also extending their support to them. Here is a ground report from our Raipur correspondent.
Thanks to the modern farming techniques, an ordinary farmer from Chhattisgarh's Koko village in Kabardham district, Shivkumar Chandravanshi has increased his annual income manifold. Initially, Shivkumar has been cultivating paddy and gram in his 6 acres of land, getting annual income of around 40,000 rupees. However, after getting suggestions from the local agriculture science center, Shivkumar started cultivating fruits and vegetables also. As a result, his annual income has now gone up to rupees 4 lakh.
राष्ट्रीय बागवानी मिशन से अनेक प्रकार के फल फूल के मोला लाभ मिलत रही। समन्वित कृषि प्रणाली अपना कृषि विज्ञान केंद्र वाले मन समझाइन तो मैं डेयरी है, बकरी पालन, फल फूल के पौधा अनेक बहुत प्रकार के खेती करे तो ओमा मोर आमदनी है लगभग पिछले के अपेक्षा 10 गुना हो गए।
Central government has honored Shivkumar with Genome Conservation Farmer Award for his experimental farming. Moreover, Chhattisgarh and Gujarat governments have also felicitated him for outstanding endeavors. The tremendous success of Shivkumar has now become an inspiration for other farmers in Chhattisgarh as well. Vikalp Shukla, AIR News, Raipur.
At the stock markets, both the key indices, the Sensex and the Nifty, hit closing highs for the second straight day today, while the rupee appreciated slightly higher against the dollar. A report.
The Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange climbed 203 points or 0.5% to close at a new record high of 38,897. The Nifty advanced 47 points to a new peak of 11,739. At the Forex market, the rupee appreciated 6 paise to 70.10 against the dollar. Gold rose 150 rupees to 31,150 rupees per 10 grams in Delhi. And Brent crude oil futures advanced 59 cents to head closer to $77 per barrel. Lalema Aneja Dang, AIR News.
External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj today reached Cambodian capital Phnom Penh from Vietnam on the concluding leg of a two-nation tour. The visit aims to deepen India's strategic cooperation with one of the key ASEAN countries. During the two-day visit, Swaraj will hold extensive talks with her Cambodian counterpart, Prak Sokhon. She will call on Prime Minister Hun Sen during her stay. India clinched 9 more medals at the Asian Games in Indonesia today. In athletics, Manjeet Singh won gold in the men's 800 meters, while Jinson Johnson took silver. A shuttler, PV Sindhu, created history by becoming the first Indian to win a silver medal in badminton. Prime Minister Narendra Modi congratulated PV Sindhu for the feat and also other winners of today's competitions. In yet another good performance in track and field, India finished second in the first ever mixed 400 meters relay race event and got a silver. Sports Minister Rajyavardhan Rathore congratulated the relay team for their fabulous show of talent. India also settled for 2 silver medals in archery as both the compound men's and women's teams lost to South Korea in their respective finals. India bagged 2 medals in Kurash, a form of wrestling indigenous to Central Asia, with Pinky Balhara winning a silver and Malaprabha Yallappa Jadhav bagged a bronze, both in women's 52 kilogram category. The Indian men's table tennis team had to be content with the bronze after losing to South Korea 0-3 in the semi-finals. With today's 9-medal haul, India now have 50 medals in its kitty, comprising 9 gold, 19 silver and 22 bronze, and are now placed 8th in the table. China continues to top the tally, with Japan second and South Korea third. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. BJP says it will fight 2019 general election under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. About 4,000 crore rupee Lakwar multi-purpose project to come up in Uttarakhand. Centre and 6 Upper Yamuna Basin states sign MOU. ISRO unveils plan of Gaganyaan program to put an Indian in space before 2022. Countrywide raids by police at houses of alleged Naxal sympathizers in connection with Bhima Koregaon violence in Maharashtra. Maoist ideologue Varavara Rao taken into custody. And India bags 9th Asian gold as Manjeet Singh clinches yellow medal in the men's 100 meters. PV Sindhu becomes first Indian to win silver in badminton at the Asian Games. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.